Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania is the third film of the Antman trilogy and Marvel's Phase 5 start. And I didn't watch this one in theaters because the bad reviews kind of stayed off of seeing it in theaters, so I decided to wait for a home video release. This one is not that good. It's probably one of Marvel's most generic films. Most of it's done on a green screen. Some of the effects are questionable, like at the end and whenever Scott and Cassie are running away from things. But basically the story is Scott Lang is now, chilling. He's written a book. He's not, really active as a superhero, but he's sort of riding the fame of Avengers Endgame and basically, getting free coffee and being recognized on the street and things like that. However, his daughter's super rebellious and intelligent, and even though there's a lot of plot holes and convenient things happening in this movie. For example, Cassie just happens to be smart enough to be a genius and read some of journals during the snap, and then she creates a quantum beacon, basically, and they get sucked into the quantum realm. And the movie spends way too long with Janet basically just avoiding telling them about it, but she never told them that when she was in the quantum realm for 30 years, she basically met Kang the Conqueror, one of many variants, but he's a bloodthirsty conqueror with lots of amazing tech, and he has somehow built an army, and he wishes to escape and get revenge on those who sent him to the quantum realm. And that's basically the plot of the movie. But the movies are very disjointed and choppy. They just cut every time, it starts off as a comedy, then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're going to the quantum realm. And then they're trying to go for like a Thor Ragnarok kind of like, look at this amazing world, lots of comedy. Nothing's taken too seriously, but it doesn't quite work. A lot of like bland backgrounds and everything. There's the rebel characters, only one of them has a name, and like they're just very generic. It's a very simple plot. I think the biggest mistake for me is MODOK in the film. He's played by the guy who played Darren, and wow, they disrespected this character so much. I honestly thought the movie was going to be a power struggle between Kang and MODOK because, MODOK's like a villain, and he's just a punching bag in this movie, and he's comedic relief, and it's awful, and there's some really bad dialogue. Everyone, smacks him down a little bit. It's a very generic film with no memorable set pieces except for Scott getting really big and smashing an army, but it's all like done fake, so there's no real sense of like scale or anything, and there's no other characters besides Kang. He's got this like literal faceless army. They don't explain. When they get hit, they're like the putty men from Power Rangers. So Ant-Man and the Wasp is a very generic, forgettable Marvel film. The Ant-Man movies, I like the first one. It's like a heist film. The second one's not that good. This one joins the second film, and it's overblown visual effects, not much character work, nothing memorable. Very forgettable. So I give Ant-Man 3 a 5 out of 10.